It is a new day for the basketball fan. Gone are the days of the NBA being fantastic. Gone are the days where an educated fan was valued. And just when all hope seems lost, and the fight and the light gets low, a new show with all the old school values has risen from the past to give the present a piece of what once was. Our mission is simple: to unite the fans that understand the game, to create a brand that gives those educated fans an umbrella to stand under when it rains nonsense and side flipping. Our battle cry: professional players deserve professional fans, NBA and G League. The new era of the educated fan has begun, and it's based on facts, accountability, and being human. Some call it a fan club. Some call it a bunch of courtside season ticket holders networking. Some call it friendship, but whatever you call it, it's the universal force of energy that can't be stopped and the evolution of the fan. This is your chance to be a part of history, and it's called the proFANity Nation. Are you ready to be a part of history? Welcome to the future and welcome to the show. In studio today with us, we have to my left.
Jeff, how you doing?
That was fantastic.
I thought you were going to introduce me.
Okay. Jeff, everyone.
Jeff Sims, how you doing? Courtsider.
Courtsiders is two courtside season ticket holders from South Bay that started a little clique that seems to be getting some media attention. You can find at the Courtsiders on Instagram. And of course, Jeff is a season ticket holder for South Bay and
Lakers, absolutely.
And his seats are fantastic, so make a friend out of Jeff.
Absolutely.
To my right,
Patrick Smith.
defensive line, Mississippi.
At least I'm not saying my high school.
Yeah,
Pat's just very little, but he knows a lot. This is our photographic memory person, our quarterback here. So when it comes to stats,
Pat.
I'm trying to make y'all
that's why we call him Stat Pat.
Yes, sir.
I like that. Proud. Okay, and to his right, the gentleman that kind of put this together, this boys to men type of group here, ish.
Michael Cox, lifetime Laker fan, season ticket holder of the South Bay Lakers, have an official Laker room, have a ball with everybody's name that's retired on it. I may have to come and bring it out one day to show you guys.
Nice.
The only thing that's different that would make that ball perfect if he just exhumed Wilt Chamberlain's body and didn't get his signature on it, because every Laker Hall of Famer is actually on that ball.
Wow.
Really?
Everybody but Wilt.
Well, there's a Kickstarter for everything.
We're gonna make
Let me introduce to you somebody. Of course, now Michael, of course, deals with the very impressive and well-grounded in this nation, the Girl Scouts of America, and we appreciate all your hard work.
Yes, Girl Scouts is my. I have two daughters, and they are Girl Scouts, so we have to do everything in the best way as possible. You can follow Cookie Time Girls. There's music videos if you want to see.
Oh, they do a good job too. And if you buy cookies from anybody but Michael, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Really well.
My girl's vegan and he has options, so
Yeah.
And they
anytime
don't
you
need to
need
buy
cookies, you
jerseys
come
from
to
him like
Michael.
we did.
This is serious too. We're gonna be this. Okay, at the end of the table, the self-proclaimed and somewhat other people proclaimed Jack Nicholson of the G League,
Wow.
Jeannie's first fan. He's at least 940 years old, and his
least.
name is James.
Oh, yeah, all done right. So, been going to him forever, but we want to make this into something forever for you too. So let's go.
Let's have some fun.
All right, so we're trying to change history here. We're trying to evolve the fan. We're trying to do a lot of fun things, but we have to package this in a way that breeds accountability. So, what we're going to do via the Richard Sherman interview that I showed you, there's going to be a lot of accountability, and if we stand on a certain subject and we're wrong, there will be a price to pay. I'm not sure what it is, but as this show goes along, it's going to be a lot of fun. So you should definitely keep up.
So when you make your predictions, you better be right.
Yeah.
Behind it.
You may be walking around in a tutu.
So I want to make the first one. I don't want anybody to think this show is about a bunch of people doing this and not walking the walk. So if Dwight Howard makes his January 20, whatever his cutoff date is,
21st.
if he's not replaced by Kostas Antetokounmpo, I will walk around UCLA Health Training Center on the outside with a picket sign that says, "I'm sorry, Dwight," because I don't think he's going to make it that far. And if I'm wrong, I'll apologize to him, and we'll film it, and I'll feel stupid. But at least I'm a man of my word, which is a lot more than a lot of other people on a lot of other shows. And that's what this is going to be about. So if Dwight, if you prove me wrong, which I severely doubt, then I will have to atone for it. I will have to go with that sign, and, you know, I don't think anybody will throw anything
you
at
don't
me.
think Dwight gonna keep it together? Because so far he's been.
I think he's
actually been playing, getting rebounds.
Right. I think this is his peak.
But
I think he's peaked in preseason.
He peaked early.
Now,
I think he's there.
because I have a lot of friends, my fiance has a lot of friends in the hair industry, and not even the girls who do hair understand what he's done with his head.
Okay, well,
There's
hair
no name for
aside,
it. There's no name for it.
At least it's different than what he's had in the past, which is just like his play right now. He's playing well.
Exactly,
He's
yeah,
playing
yeah.
solid.
He's playing with a mission.
He's sticking to what he knows and what he's
Is
supposed to
he
be doing.
like Thingamajig on The Masked Singer? Because I'm almost convinced. He's all.
he's the
This
Masked
is
Singer.
giant person. Because if he can sing, then I actually have to like him, right? Like I
No.
never liked Drake, and then now I like Drake. You know,
he
things
sings.
happen. You know.
Yeah.
But
And you can't miss Drake at a Toronto game. I mean,
Yeah.
Right, he wants to be a part of the show. I really do believe that Dwight Howard has something to give. I mean, if he can do
He does.
exactly what
He can
JaVale
seat
McGee-
people. He can hand out popcorn. He's really long arms.
Hey, just give me like 10, 12 rebounds. 2.5 blocks a game, and you can get as many dunks and popcorn or whatever.
Okay, okay.
Because
Yeah,
I
but,
actually think that he can do that. I mean, he's
How's he gonna do that with his wrist tied to his hips?
but see, another thing he can do, Benji, that you can't do.
What?
At least he can get on the floor.
You know, hey.
It's very true. Thanks for bringing that up,
I,
James.
To be honest, the
You're
most,
such
the
a good
most
friend.
surprising thing for me is that he actually has a jersey on. 'Cause
That
this
he's
dude-
playing it all.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? No, he has a jersey on because every time I see him, even when he was in Orlando, everybody ready for the game. This dude got his shirt off in the locker room.
I always wait until last second.
And if he shows up at UCLA Health Training Center,
No shirt.
you know he's going to get a lot of attention. We go to these South Bay Laker games. There's a lot of people that show up. You guys are going to be very surprised who you see in your section. There where I sat last year. And I wanted to give you guys kind of a bracket to understand where we're coming from, and as this is evolving on the first show, but we're really here to narrow this focus. There is this idea out there that Laker fans are bougie, and if you don't know what bougie means, it's kind of like when they were talking about the Seattle fans, so they're always on the laptops at the game, and granted we all look at our phones, but we're not pushovers, we're not short.
We're smart. Probably the smartest NBA fans in the league, I think.
Yeah, because we're there. We know what's going on when it's not even going on.
Yeah, and we hold our team accountable.
But
How many
we
times
we-
have you been in the stands and shouted something to the players that the coach forgot, and they set that screen?
And then
Well,
they say,
yeah.
Or they pull up for that shot because you're open. It's 2-on-1. It's 2-on-1. The professional fans, professional players. It's a match here. But what I want you to guys do is focus when you talk. That you're talking to the educated fan. You're not talking to somebody who doesn't know what a motion high is. If you don't know what a screen and roll is, tune out. You're on the wrong show.
But I mean, a good example is last year when Jerry Stackhouse was coaching the Toronto 905 team. He came to me after the game and he goes, "Can I ask you something? Because I've known him for a while." He goes, "Next time we come down here, just shut the hell up, because you were
saw
making
it.
my players distracted."
Yep,
And I said, "I did my job."
absolutely.
Exactly.
That is our job.
Thomas Bryant had a phenomenal year because of fans in the stands being very vocal and stuff like that. So let's bring up the first topic of the show, and that way everybody can chime in. Remember, you are accountable. We are recording you. If we forget now, it's okay. We'll edit it later, and if you're wrong, there'll be a
You're
a
not allowed
penalty.
to play back anything I'm wrong about.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. All right.
Anything I'm wrong about, I'm wrong.
It disappears.
Just edit it out, right?
It disappears.
Just edit it out.
You
But
make
before we
sure
get
all-
into
I'm always right.
Almost right. Just
Yeah, but, hey,
take my stuff
hey.
out, right?
before we get into the first subject, though,
Michael Gott.
Benji,
Denny Crane.
before we get started, Benji, please announce thank you to the studio that we're in.
Thank you very much. I wrote it down somewhere 3 times, and I still have no idea where it is.
It's MOD Studios.
Thank you.
And it stands
Ne-
for delivery.
MOD Entertainment. I'm sorry, what does it stand for?
Money on delivery.
Money on Delivery.
We just made that up, by the way.
We just made that up.
But we are.
Would you guys let me know when Jan
This is
says
a
something
great
funny so I
facility.
can laugh?
Well, I'm looking at
everything's
something
here,
funny right
mics,
now, but
Look around.
Recording equipment.
Look
it's
around,
great. No,
right?
it's great. Absolutely outstanding.
We are not in my mother's basement,
Nope.
No.
which we could have been.
we're
is
in a
legit.
high-class recording
And
studio.
if you want to do high-level podcasting like this and just be able to walk in and have great customer service, we felt very comfortable here from the second we walked in.
Mod Entertainment.
MOD.
all the way, every time.
We got a 10% finder's fee, by the way.
Mention courtside.
We need a Stark law.
profanity.
Food
What's
also
with the
works in the
kickbacks
trade.
already?
Kickbacks all the time, man.
Trying
Hey,
to get paid.
Okay.
That's what this is about.
But you gotta remember, though.
Right? Professionals get paid.
Professional.
But see, we got one problem though. We have an Italian in the house, which is me. So if you don't pay, we know where to find you
Oh, right.
for free.
Need some protection. Need some
break
protection. Some self
We're-
You need
we're-
some protection.
That's
Call,
not
hit
gonna
me
make
up.
it.
I'll find somebody to protect you.
Okay, question for you.
Yes.
Let's start with Pat, because Pat's not really in the loop yet. What do you know about the South Bay Lakers? That much.
You know, David Stockton.
I do know about David. I do know
Okay.
about Norval.
He knows Caruso.
Okay.
I know he came from that. Other than that, honestly, I would hate to be like that, but
It's all right.
you know, just bare minimum. But I will know more because I will be going to a lot of games this year.
Okay.
I was definitely going to go ahead and interact with the players, but I do know there's a great farm system for the Lakers to find talent and actually supplement the team, the first team. So
Yeah, once in a while they actually use them too.
they actually use.
I actually think the Lakers are ahead of the game compared to other teams using
Well,
their
yeah.
G League players.
So if I
Utilizing it.
don't want to go off topic,
Especially in trades too.
and
I
well,
don't-
just utilizing it to benefit the
I
team.
don't want to go off. I mean, I want to ask a couple questions if we are
Yeah.
talking about the G League.
Sure.
And so there is a situation where they sign some players and then they actually waive the players in the same day.
Lakers.
Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
So and supposedly that is I would say not a loophole, but a
Oh,
way
you're
of-
exactly right.
It's a protocol.
and how they're able to keep them under contract or in the Lakers' control. Can we explain what is that and how is that going to be for the Lakers' benefit?
Actually, I wish I had more information on that. I do know that they're called Exhibit 10 contracts.
Yep.
Okay.
And what I know about it is that they sign them, waive them within a day, but that they can keep them to their G League team, and that they get a $50,000 bonus, which is a lot.
And
that's a
there's the
lot
big
for
one.
G League players
Right.
because G League players just got their raise up to $35,000 a year, and that was a raise. So to be able to sign them and even waive them and kick them that extra 50 keeps
Well, look,
them
you've got
in their
50
farm league.
Plus the 35.
Plus
right?
their per diems. And
plus
stuff, but-
They also
player
get food.
housing,
They get to eat, too.
Yeah,
plus
they got
player
food.
food.
Yeah, player
so
food.
really, you're making
Housing.
110K a year.
But that
Really?
extra bonus just
Yeah.
really makes a huge difference to those players and keeps them there. I don't know the ins and outs of those contracts.
Yeah.
But supposedly I was reading that it's a loophole, but I've also heard that it's a loophole that they're not necessarily looking to close because it benefits the G League and doesn't necessarily hurt the NBA league.
What it does is it prevents them from going overseas.
Yeah,
You know what I
anything
mean?
that helps.
It-
Exactly.
It helps them retain their rights so they can't leave the organization.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they go and go overseas, they offer them $100,000, but then they're halfway across the world. They may stay. They can get some similar.
Well, we lost Machado.
Yes.
We lost Machado. He had to go finally get paid. He
See,
can't
and you
sit
say
around
Machado,
forever.
and look at this guy.
Yeah.
But see,
Three sheets to the wind.
Machado-
No
Machado
idea who
was
Scott
okay.
Machado
And see,
is.
the
Machado
thing
was a
is,
fan
though,
favorite.
Right?
Machado
But
are,
this is
are
the
probably
point.
already had something in play, probably because he's playing for the Brazilian Olympic team,
Yeah.
and so you knew he was going to try to go overseas, so he
That
was
guy's
already
going to
over
some
there.
He's got to get
Big
paid.
parties.
He's gotta
And
get
the thing
paid.
is, though, he can make
Big
more money overseas than he can over here.
Brazil.
Well, you know what? And the Lakers gave him
and he's got
a couple
now he's
big
got like $4
contract.
million in his pocket, and he's 22. Okay, but I'm going to break it up here
Hey,
because
focus.
I want to bring it to something that happened recently,
Okay.
and I want everybody to be able to chime in.
All right.
So, let's say you spend 3-4 years in the G League. You take your lumps, you pay your dues. You get put on the Lakers. You get told you're going to get paired up with LeBron and AD and this cast of other characters who is way better than the Devin Georges of the
Fifth
past
Beatle.
of these shadowy characters. You're told you get to play with the future, and 2 days before the season starts, Caruso hits the deck.
Oh no! Yes.
And now he's injured, and now he may lose his entire. Tell me how you deal with the news that 2 days before the season starts, your dream is just possibly
Well, let
over.
me just say, I don't think his dream. I think you said his leg broke, but it didn't break. It's like a pelvic bruise. They said.
Okay.
So he'll definitely be back. He'll definitely be back.
You think he'll be okay?
Of course, so it's gonna be okay. Yeah. But see, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a countdown, right? So do we?
Right.
That's the second challenge.
Okay,
right?
so
when will he
so
be
how
back?
does okay?
There
So
we
how
go.
long does he come back? So
Yeah,
I'd say with a
back.
bruise like that and his bald spot,
And it's-
Hey, no one being
the bald
bald,
spot
brother.
decreases
spot
the
helps.
healing ability.
There's no long,
That allows
It shows a lack of calcium.
yes, but there's no longer being bald, is there?
No.
That's-
I have no
yeah,
problem.
It's the only 26-year-old with the
That says
predominant
the one
bald
guy with
spot.
hair.
Wow.
That big.
It is.
Hey,
the one guy
well, you know
here.
what though? That's a solar thing. So that's the sun coming in.
No.
And that gives him extra heat.
No,
The
what
Daniel
that is-
LaRusso of the
that
That
G
gives him
League.
vitamin D for his
Vitamin
body.
D for his head. So that's going to heal him faster. So I predict I'm going on record predicting he will be back before December.
Before December.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But you said it was a pelvic bruise. I mean, that sounds little.
I think by the time he comes back, he's going to get Lonzo.
No, basketball.
He's going to get Lonzo.
He's going to get Lonzo. Lonzo, apostrophe D, Lonzo'd.
He's going to get Lonzo.
Yeah, as soon as he's down, that's what really gets me about Kyle Kuzma, by the way. He busts his ankle and nobody says anything. But, Lonzo gets a cough and they trade him.
Yeah, but they just announced that Kuz will not be ready for the first game.
No.
Yeah, they announced that like 2 months ago.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
they had hopes.
Well,
James-
I mean,
Yes.
You brought up a subject earlier. You said, what do the fans want from us? And then we're going to do it. What do you think the fans want from us?
Honesty. And for us to be honest out there, what we discuss and everything, we're talking about the players being held accountable. We're professional fans. We need to be held accountable for what we're doing. So that's what we want from the fans. They want something from us. They see us at the games. Come up and talk to us. We're not afraid to talk about the game, what we can do to make it better for you. We might not be able to get anything for you, but we can find ways that you can enjoy it more. And that's what basically we want you to do.
I think there's a severe lack of understanding of what the networking is available at these South Bay Laker games. There's movie stars that show up. There's a Roni Turiaf sat next to me. He lost so much weight I had no idea who he was.
Yeah, didn't even recognize
He's like 120 pounds lighter. I'm like, who's that? It's just some real tall, bearded guy. And he was looking at me like, why is he cheering so hard? And I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? Roni Turiaf. I'm sure, ask Roni. He'll still remember it. Maybe.
To be honest with you,
Looking like the
the South Bay
Franklin.
games are the most underrated sports event I think in LA. It's
Oh yeah,
so
they
fun.
don't. Jeff,
So
you know as
fun.
well. Jeff, you know as well as I do. You never see the scores on the bottom of the tickers on any of the major networks and everything. And even when they went to the finals a few years ago against Austin, and everything, I was calling all three networks every day and giving them scores, and I got blown off because they're like, it's not an important LA story.
But it will be now because we are profanity.
Is,
We're going to make sure that happens.
No, we'll put the fan in it too. And the question is, now, we heard this directly from Laker personnel at the last mixer. They said, we are going to work this year to make sure South Bay is its own brand.
But can they
aside
prove
from
that
Big
to us?
Brother.
But
And
they
it should
got
be.
they got to
Strong
prove that
enough.
to us.
it's strong enough. It should be.
But then I find out that the clothing contract doesn't even go out for the next year or two. So you're still locked in, and this is why there's a lack of South Bay gear. And let me know. I mean, who doesn't want good gear?
Right.
Who doesn't want fun stuff to wear? And they barely sell anything South Bay at the games.
There's very little available.
And this is something, again, branding, trying to make it its own thing. It's really hard. So we have to affect this change. And if we do that, we need your help. That's why James says, come up and talk to us. You see the T-shirts. And if you see somebody wearing one of these T-shirts, we're not officially Laker anything.
We're
Not afraid to
official.
say that. We're not official anything, but that's
Or official profanity.
kind of our thing right now.
Yeah, but profanity wear will be available.
Yeah,
Yes, it will be.
absolutely.
And
Hit one of us up. One of us is always are going to be there.
So if you've ever felt as a fan that you've paid a lot of money, even for an experience aside from the game, and you haven't got your money's worth,
Come and talk to us about it.
Or even there should be more things for sale. We've had this conversation 100 times. They should sell more things. Hey, you want to come hang out with this player? It's $100 and it goes to charity. There's so much more that they could be selling at these South Bay games, but nobody's developing it. And right now the owner is Joey Buss. And Joey, we see all the time. He stands in line for fries with us. He's totally cool.
He's there with the people.
He is all
But
the
it's
time.
up to
Always
us
nice.
to talk to him. And I think if we talk as a group, we might be able to affect more change.
Yeah.
And that's what our goal is. And especially when we come around and we're all in unison with our profanity wear that we're gonna be touting in every game, and we're gonna be the loudest fans, and we're gonna show what a
Always the loudest.
professional fan is.
Always
I would
the
say that, when we talk about the fans out there, we're the type of fans that always use the word "we" when we actually speak about the Lakers.
That's right.
South Bay Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers, we, as in we are feeling that we are actually part of the team. I know, like, some people don't like to hear of other people, put themselves out there as, all we got to do is, just get 3 rebounds or just get a stop right here. All we have to do. I feel like I'm a part of that team. I feel, and I know there's a whole bunch of fans out there that actually feel the same way, that recognize that, they feel when the Lakers lose, they lose. When the Lakers win, they feel like they won.
Or when the Lakers lose, it's because you got up from your seat and went to
Right.
the bathroom when you shouldn't have.
Or you went home early.
You never get up. You
Stop
never.
going to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Stop being human.
Pee on yourself.
Yeah, you recorded the game on DVR,
Absolutely.
and this is the time that you didn't watch it live, and the fact that you recorded on DVR, they lost the game. You feel something with the team.
My
attached.
wife, when I say we, my wife says, "Where's her check?"
Yes, I
She's
mean-
waiting on the check.
We sent it out.
Yeah,
It's in the
we
mail.
send our checks
We're
out
still
to be a
waiting.
we. We don't get them. We send them out.
yeah, that's right.
So
I mean, my wife says the happiest thing is when I come back from the games, if she isn't there, because she's a season ticket too. But if she's not there, I come back, I don't have a voice. She goes, thank God he's not talking anymore. So, it's a great
Of
thing.
course, exactly.
Yeah. But that's what we want, though. We don't want the fans that got their fingers stuck up and they hold the coffee cup with the. We don't want that.
Tea
fan.
time.
We want the real fans. We want the fan that's gonna go out there and be
Scream,
informed
yell.
and scream and let them know
Yeah.
that we are real.
This is our house.
Our
This
house.
is our house.
It's like the movie Ants, really. There's so many of us and so little of them. And sometimes when you see corporate people walking around at a game that look like they're not exactly sure if they know what they're doing, a lot of times they look to the fans for reactions. A lot of times they look to us for a lot of different sources of information, data, whatever they need for their business side. But I don't think the fans of the South Bay Lakers are being loud enough. Then again, we haven't had much to work with the last couple of years.
This is the year.
This year is Stakostas Antetokounmpo, which I still believe is pronounced Adetokounmpo.
So what is his name though? Is it
Really?
baby
How do you
MVP?
pronounce
He is the baby MVP.
No, it's hard. It's not
Like
like
Zion MVP. What is it?
what's the name of that Greek Euro place that's like in Barstow or something on the way to Vegas? The Mad Greek. So he's the Mad Greek.
All right, I like it.
You like it? Okay.
Yeah, it's all the way on the way
Now
to Vegas.
you put him at the 5.
Mad Greek.
Okay? At the 4.
All right,
At
Mad
the
Greek.
4. Anybody who knows going to be at the 4 for South Bay Lakers?
No, not though.
Yep.
Is it where?
Yeah, David Ware.
David.
Could be Davey Ware, but I believe starting is Devontae Kaycock. And this guy's been tearing it up. Have you seen him in preseason, Devontae?
Yeah, he's been playing well.
He reminds me of Thomas Bryant. Instantly off the bat.
But he's quicker.
No breaks. Doesn't have the best balance in the world, but all the gifts and talents.
Uncoordinated, but great basketball player.
But that's how you're supposed to be,
That's
right?
That's a
right. I mean, and that's how you got to get better. You got to start with the clay, right?
That's why you watch him down here. So someday when they become a
Hey,
big
Mark
ball
Jackson
player,
got a ring by doing that, right?
that's right.
Oh my
Mad
God.
Dog.
And a famous dance.
And his dance.
And a career at the Lakers in player development.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people are looking for a lot of connections to LA. You want connections to LA, you've got two-way players. People that can be brought up at any moment. And we know because we pay to watch them, and guess what? Sometimes they're not there because they get called up for the day.
Yeah.
But a good example of the South Bay thing too is for fans out there, if you come to the games, this not always happens, but about 80% of the time, the game's over. 4 players will come out at a table, and you can actually take a picture with them, sign an autograph, and you can also get your picture with the trophy. You can't do that at Staples.
But they would arrest you.
Me, no, but
What was your name again?
I don't know.
Okay. So, what I want everybody to do for show 2 is this is a great idea by James. Everybody pick a charity. And every time you're wrong, we're going to donate to charity. It could be 50 cents, could be $1. But when you're wrong, and Michael will never be wrong, evidently.
No, I'm never wrong. So we're going to make it.
All right.
Michael, I'll put our heads together because we're bald. We can outshine y'all.
That's right.
All right, we got some open time here in the set. Any open thoughts?
We absolutely have to discuss opening night in 2 days for the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
Lakers versus Clippers. I think everyone needs to put a little
Slippers.
something on the line. As far as what the results are going to be. Not just the results.
No, you
not
can't reach
just
for
the
your prize.
results.
I'm thinking like
Not
pride is
just
not in
who's
your
going
wallet.
to win, because I have to assume who everyone's going to pick to win in here. If not, you may get kicked out of here really quick.
Really quick.
However, we got to get the score. You got to get the
I'll get to
score,
the
or at least the difference between one by 10 points, 12
Okay,
points, whatever that situation is. So, James, what's your feeling on opening night Lakers Clippers?
126, 120 Lakers.
126, 120, high scoring.
Why are we guessing points?
Because everyone's going to pick Lakers,
It's to my understanding that PG-13 isn't even playing.
correct?
Okay.
So how do you feel, Benji?
Okay.
What's your pick on the game?
PG-14.
It doesn't matter what he picks. He doesn't want to win.
What's his number?
Let's see. Anthony Davis.
PG-13.
Is Anthony Davis playing?
Anthony
He
Davis.
should,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's in
yeah.
preseason, yeah,
So-
should be.
Kuzma's not.
So I'll say 125 to 101.
Oh, you think a blowout?
Nice.
You think a blowout?
I think it'll get closer once we pull all the starters out of the
Let
game,
me just say-
and that's
Yeah.
why it gets to 20 points.
We'll
It's
go to
gonna be a
Mike,
lot
save the
more.
statistician. Hang on. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so this is my thing. The thing that I love the most is when a visiting team
You're right.
go into an arena and everything's quiet. For example, when the Dodgers lost, it was really bad, but it was. Do you know how amazing it was when Howie Kendrick hit that grand slam? The whole stadium.
And the
No,
Dodger
hey,
fans are we had him.
No, listen.
Focus.
Listen.
Topic at hand.
Focus.
Listen.
This will be omitted. We
No.
trying to
Yeah,
keep
hey.
We have
This
diverted.
is what I'm saying. I'm diverting.
the
This is what
LA
I'm saying.
fan is going to.
It was not bad. It was not good for me because I'm rooting for the Dodgers.
Okay.
But that feeling
For them.
is the feeling that I want when the Lakers stomp on the Clippers.
All right,
on
deal.
opening day.
Opening night. We'll have the
Opening
fans
night.
walking
They're
out
all-
in silence.
So here's
I
my
am
thing.
just saying there are other examples.
Yes. But
There's Game 7 at Arco when we beat them.
oh,
Okay.
the alley-oop.
Cowbell.
I
There-
apologize.
Cowbell.
like, there are other examples
Okay, so
that are Laker
edit that
related that we acquired.
Edit that out.
I got you.
Yes.
I got you. Don't worry,
That
you're
was
never
one thing
wrong.
that came to my mind.
You
Yeah,
have a
never
score
wrong.
for us?
Edit that. So I think I think it's going to be the Lakers are going to be up by at least 7. Outscoring them by 7 points each quarter.
+7.
Yeah, +7 each quarter. So I'm going to say
28-point blowout.
That's 28.
28 points.
So that's blowout.
I am thinking.
Just say blowout.
115-92.
Done.
All right. I would
Mr.
say
Stats.
around the 115 is kind of like where I want to go with the Lakers.
Okay.
But I actually do think it's going to be a close game.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be 115 Lakers, and it's going to be 109.
All right. It's very close.
So it's going to be a close game.
Can I ask you a question? Can we think of a way to put in something else, like who's going to get nutmegged by who's going to lose their respect? Who's going to get posterized and injured?
Clippers, and they're going to lose their respect.
Who is
and get
AD going to
posterized.
crush
The,
and turn into a media
I
package?
hate to be like this.
Opening night.
But I think Zubac.
He's going to get it. He's going to
I think
suffer.
Zubac is gonna
Not the
get-
blocka.
Oh yes, he's going to
Yeah.
get dunked and dunked.
You're right.
It's just not going to be really good for him.
Yeah.
Because we've heard, and I think they've heard, this whole off season how they have a front court that's going to be able to match them. Match us. I really believe. I'm just looking at knowing the game of basketball as long as we've all looked at it, that they're too small. I think they're too little.
Okay.
I think we have, now they're doing official height. So we got like 3 guys over, 6'11", 6'10", 6'11". that height will take over. It's just the game of basketball is simple. If
Yeah.
you throw it over them, they can't catch it. You just dunk it. You get your 2 points, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's just we're not going to try to make it hard for them. And the pick and roll, they have to pick their poison with LeBron James. I just really believe that that's going to show up in the long run.
You know where I think your ideas are solid? There's been rumors that Jeannie has been listening less to Linda Rambis and more to Meta.
Okay.
Because Meta says might makes right. And now you look at the height and everything on the Lakers, and we're monsters.
Okay, you were talking about him doing over Zubac. I got one. I got AD stuffing him back into Patrick Beverly's
Oh,
face.
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Man.
That'll be fun.
The only thing I don't like about AD so far is I see him on the ground a lot. It
how he plays.
Yeah, but
bothers
you
me
got a
'cause when you
wingspan
hit
100
those
yards
knees and
long.
elbows and wrists and stuff, that court is, you know, like I said, I've never been on a court, but yes, I have. I sit on
Yeah,
the
in a
sideline,
courtroom with a
courtside,
judge, but
on the court.
How many lawsuits have you had?
How many what?
Lawsuits.
None.
You sure?
I've never even sworn. I've never used a cuss word.
Oh.
This is a crazy thing. The two biggest South Bay fans in the building, James and myself, are biggest, and I mean biggest. Loudest. Thank you. And
Obnoxious.
Have never won fan of the game.
The one's most likely to get kicked out.
Years. James won it in Toyota Sports Center way back.
No.
When we were the defense. No, still not the defenders.
no.